Well, that's a simple question with a complex answer. First of all, remember, when you talk about supporting these cemeteries, you're talking about forever.
Right.
So I can't with any certainty predict what the land and housing program is going to look like 10 years from now, let alone 200 years from now. If loan demand goes down precipitously over time, and you're not generating any new income for the program, then at some point you'll siphon out all of the funds that are available in the program. I can't give you a number. I'm not comfortable. I'm a money guy. I'm not comfortable putting any kind of money into money-losing programs. I just don't think that's good business sense. That's not the way I was trained. It doesn't make sense to me. But there are political considerations here, and there are other considerations. I'm just reminding you that every year when you're subsidizing these operations, you are as a board making the determination that you have excess money not needed for the purposes of those programs to use to supplement the cemetery programs. If the nursing home programs, the vet homes programs, are currently structured so that they are self-supporting, so we're not siphoning off any money from the loan programs to support the nursing home program. But if that were to change, if something were to change in the future, where that program, for whatever reason, was no longer self-supporting, you would have to fund the subsidy needed to continue to operate those programs from the same source. So I'm just saying that there are a lot of factors that go into determinations about this, and to ask me what number I would be comfortable with, I'm not even comfortable with the numbers that we are experiencing now. I would never add to that, but that's not my decision. So, does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I just want to add, from my perspective, I'm not on the finance side. I wouldn't necessarily call that a loss per se. I would call it an investment in veterans. So we look at it from that perspective. Yes, there's no income that matches the expense, but it's a service we need to provide to our veterans, and it has been an investment that's made, and we just have to determine where that money is going to come from going forward.
And I'll just add to that. I think that's kind of what I was getting at, in that, ultimately, if we want to maintain our kind of balance within our programs on the VLB side, and there is this statutory cap, which we're going to have to address at some point anyway, are we going to, fund that when it gets to 10 million or 12 million? Or is there, something on the Veterans Commission side or through the state legislature in funding up that gap because they recognize the benefit and the need for the state veteran cemeteries, right? So.
No, absolutely. And I think that it truly is an investment in those who have had the ultimate sacrifice. And I don't think there's any greater honor in this state than serving the veterans. As you can see, as well as I think anywhere we go, the question is, how do I get one of these cemeteries in my district? And I would encourage any of y'all, if you have not been to one of the cemeteries, they are amazing. I had the opportunity to walk around with Senator Perry at the Abilene, and they are beautiful monuments, and it's something we are very honored to do. But I think I appreciate everyone's attendance here today. We certainly have a few items moving forward. We will look at the population numbers, start lobbying the VA for the Longview Tyler area, and see what comes of that. And then we can certainly take up the items discussed as well that Senator Perry mentioned, as far as how do we cut costs, cap those at $1 million for existing operations, and then look and see how do we make this financially viable going forward. So again, I appreciate the discussion and think it's certainly a worthwhile one to have.
In closing, I would be remiss if I didn't speak up as a career Air Force veteran. I want to echo the sentiments of Chairman Corner. I understand the term losing, money losing for the cemeteries, but I can tell you that term does not go over well with the veterans community. It's not a knock on my own people, my own agency. Every person in this room, a veteran will lay down their life for you. They will lay down their life for you. So be careful in your choice of words. Please be careful in your choice of words.
Yes.
Thank you.
So Eric,